Hi, we came to Winnetka today on a relatively rainy day to see this beautiful Hampton-style house. This is Linda Martin, who is the Caldwell Banker agent listing the house. Linda, one of the things you wanted to tell us about is this very unique look, the stone, the nice heavy doors. Tell us a little bit about it and then we'll go in.
Well, my builder, Michael Hughes, likes to have something that's very Hampton-inspired, and I think this house really is a Hampton-inspired house. You walk up the winding walk of bluestone, you take a few steps near the columns where Dennis is standing, you have a beautiful slate bluestone wraparound porch, and even the doors and the natural stone are very welcoming. The double doors with the hand custom milled millwork really welcome you into the foyer.
So one of the first things we find in here is this beautiful herringbone floor.
You know, the builder, I think that one thing is the great attention to detail in this home, Dennis. If you'll notice the foyer, the herringbone custom-laid millwork leads you into the great room, but when you get into both the library and to the living room and the great room, the floor is going to be white oak, wide planked, but it's going to be laid differently, so it has a little bit of more extra interest.
It's not one flooring all the way through.
Correct.
And what's nice is there's an awful lot of wood because we've got this great millwork on the walls, this wainscoting, and this gorgeous stairs. I love this stairs.
Well, I appreciate you noticed that. We're really proud of it. It's a beautiful bridal staircase. It was all custom milled for this home, and it wraps around as he's filming all the way to the second floor entry where we have a turreted room. It also wraps down to a fabulous lower level, which you'll see later. So that staircase is both structural, but it's also uniquely architectural.
Yeah, it's terrific. And what's nice is it moves back here off.
Right.
We don't come into the foyer and we're greeted by the stairs. It's almost like a separate room, a staircase room.
I think it's kind of a sweeping effect, which is very much like a Hampton-inspired house. So,
speaking of separate rooms, we've got this beautiful library and more wood. There's so much wood in this house, it's hard to believe. And this panel work is very nicely rubbed. Is this hand rubbed?
yes, it is hand
Love
rubbed,
the details.
and you'll also notice it's not only distressed, but actually the knots in it and everything.
Oh yeah, real knots.
Which is kind of an extra feature.
Right.
And it has a limestone type fireplace, and that's a flueless fireplace, so it's a little bit green.
Oh,
we
right.
like to try to be green
Sure.
if possible. We do have a number of other fireplaces you'll see, and they are all gas starters and gas logs.
Now, do some of these panels open? I can't tell if these are cabinets or flat panels.
No, none of them open.
Yeah.
Although somewhere in the house, this builder does like to hide, and I won't say where, and I don't even know that, secret panels for the buyer to peek, to have private.
Somewhere here in the house?
Somewhere in the house.
And there's a safe behind these secret panels?
He didn't want to give all the details,
Yeah.
but it makes it a little more intriguing.
Oh, that's great.
And
oh,
it's
that's
in
cool.
all of the homes he built.
Boy, now I'm going to have to tap on every wall as we go to find
That'll
it.
take the whole morning.
I think so. Let's try the family room.
Thanks. He also puts in an incredible amount of moldings. When you were in the foyer, you would see about 9 layers of moldings.
Right.
And then he continues moldings into this 13-foot great room, family room. I think the other wonderful feature is not only do you have these fabulous French doors, but they have transoms above them to let the light stream in. And that also is very much New England, kind of Nantucket-y.
Gives me a very nice high window effect, and you're right, it does have that sort of Nantucket feeling. Now, you were talking about the stacked crown moldings, and we really see it in the kitchen.
Oh,
What
yes.
is this, 6 layers, did you say?
This one is 6 layers, and I think you really see a lot of features about this house. These are inkables, these are extra pediments, and the same here.
Oh yeah, this drape work is fantastic.
And that's not something you often see in new construction.
Not anymore. In new construction,
And the
certainly not.
pediments also, some of them are functional. In this case, it actually opens and it's a spice rack on both
this is
sides
great.
of the
Both of these
wolf
come out?
range. Yeah, both of them come out, and then he has
Cool.
extras here.
Geez, how many spices can you have
Well,
in one
some
kitchen?
people that have, younger children, they could use it for juice boxes or canned goods if you were a, gourmet type cook. I think he designs the kitchen really for a cook. I myself love to cook, and it really works well. We had a huge event here, and it caters terrifically. And welcome to the dining room.
This room is terrific. Oh, I like this beam pattern.
You
really
know,
nice.
This is really amazing. A gentleman had to lay on scaffolding to do this. This was
really?
all hand scraped.
So you're saying Michelangelo did this ceiling?
No, I'm not saying that, Dennis,
But
but it was somebody of an old world's craftsman laid on a scaffolding to router that out
that's
and
terrific.
scrape it.
Well, it looks great. It comes down the walls as well. This is terrific. It's nice and shallow. And the one thing we ought to mention while we're in here is light fixtures are not yet installed. We don't want people to think they're buying a pair of light bulbs.
He likes to let the buyer choose his own.
Boy,
and I
but
think that's nice.
This is just terrific. This wood is just fantastic. And
You'll notice the plate rack, which is great for either porcelain collections or for art. And that's a little bit unusual, but also very Eastern, I feel.
Well, I love the detailing here. The way we come down to a corner, but we've got the edge routed out. It's really well done.
I think that's what this builder is noted for. There is a great attention to detail and finishes. He really
Let's see some of the details upstairs.
Okay, thanks. I think the staircase is absolutely remarkable when you think of the millwork and the detail that's gone into the curvature and the spindle newel posts. It wraps all the way around and then leads to the turret room, which is more than just a turret. It could be an office, somebody else wanted to use it as a nursery.
Sure.
Upstairs
We'll go in
TV.
there, but before that, first I want to point out, I mean, this has that legacy feeling. The way it's done, this feels like a part of a house that might have been here for a century. But what I love when we get to this landing, there are two landings, one across and then this one, is that we see the chimney. We've got the house with the view of the house, which is a very, very old feeling. And then we come around, let's go around to this turret, because this, I just love the curve here. And I'm picturing kids playing on this landing, kids, one over here and one on the other side.
Well,
I mean, there's a lot of space here. This is like a playroom.
Well, that's a good point, because there are 2 bedrooms and 2 baths en suite, and so this really could be a great playroom upstairs for children.
With 2 kids feeding into here.
I could see a dollhouse. Of course, I have daughters, but it really is a great setting. And at night, the light goes out again, those transom-type windows above the custom windows, and then we have these lovely circular, not palladium windows, I'm not sure what those are called.
No, just these nice, but these nice ovals, it's terrific. So here's a bedroom, but then this is the master. And one thing I already noticed is this great layout for the fireplace. This is terrific. It actually divides the room into 2 rooms without actually breaking it all up into 2 physical rooms. This is great.
Well, and what's so terrific about it, and I think so unique, is that you've got either a study or an office, plus the master suite.
Right.
And it has its own veranda, which is unusual. A very large exterior veranda overlooking the yard.
And what is this flooring on the veranda? Is that rubber? I can't tell what this is made of.
You know, I will find
Not
that
that it
out.
matters
I
that
don't
much.
know. And again, you see the hand-milled spindles.
Yeah.
Very similar to the spindles on the staircase and the fieldstone again.
And the stone picks up out here. Yeah, so I have this nice spacious suite that has 2 rooms or 2 functions, but it's 1 room.
Correct.
Nice cathedral ceiling here, 2 separate styles of ceiling, so it really does feel like different spaces.
And again, we have a vaulted ceiling. You saw that in the other bedroom.
Yeah.
And we've got a number of closets. We have a walk-in closet. Here's a closet either for shoes or shirts and sweaters. We have his and her closets, and we have another closet in the master bath for linens.
And somewhere we have a secret passage.
Somewhere. You're not going to give up on that. We also have a laundry chute, which is nice because we have a first floor laundry and a very large second floor laundry.
Oh, great. And pocket door to the master bath. That's nice. That's terrific. And then we come in. Oh boy, this is great.
This is a luxurious master spa type feeling. We have a beautiful, huge shower. If you count the shower heads, not only does it have a rain shower, it's got the adjustable shower along the marble wall, and it also has on both sides showers with 3 extra heads. So I think you have 7 or 8 heads. You have enough.
Yeah, you can get as many people in there as you need. This is terrific. Really nice cabinetry. This is great. This is at the level, of course, of the kitchen. More detailed.
He said
Really
that the cabinetry, the cost of the cabinetry, again with some of these inkable type features, etc., is the same as some people pay for their kitchens.
Probably.
And you'll look, you have the inserted marble, the different colors.
Back to this though, I love this turtle shell. This is terrific. You've actually got sort of the turtle shell shape on the door. This is very, very nice. And it's got the furniture look, it's got the raised body with the legs. Looks good.
And it has the private commode.